Hey, what's up, people? And welcome to another episode of Finally Financial. I'm your guy, Erik T. Jackson, and today I'll be talking to my new investors, my investors that haven't been investing that long, or maybe you just need some pointers on how to get started on how to research stocks. Okay, so let's check it out. So you want to buying a stock means buying a piece of company, as I've told you before, and with that comes some research. So when you're investing, you're looking for future growth and income. So you want to make sure the companies that you buy into have that potential. Okay. So to do that, you should look at the company's past successes or failures, projections for the future, and the overall trend of the stock's performance. Past successes or failures, projections for the future, and overall trends. Step one, let's look to the past. So numbers don't lie. You can see how the company did last year by looking at its financial statements, which you can find online. So the financial statements include some of the following, but could include more. A balance sheet, which is a listing of what the company owns and owes. A statement of profit and loss, which is a summary of the company's sales and expenses. And a statement of cash flow, which is a look at how money flowed into and out of the company. So what indicates that a stock might be a good bet, you ask? So if a company owns more than it owes, has strong sales and solid profits, and has more cash coming in from operations than from loans, that indicates that that's a solid company. It's just like a boyfriend or girlfriend. You want a boyfriend that has a solid credit history. He pays his bills on time. Uh, he has more assets than liabilities, right? Uh, and he keeps his bills to a minimum. You want the same thing out of a company that you would want out of a girlfriend or a boyfriend, right? Only thing is, girlfriends and boyfriends lie. They hide stuff. Public companies, you can find that stuff out really easily, right? Step two, look to the future, all right? So every year, public corporations publish like annual reports to look back at the past year's performance and talk about the company's future prospects. A company with strong future growth might include plans to expand into new markets, right? Like Tesla coming over here, Tesla going to Germany, setting up factories, Tesla going maybe to Asia, setting up factories, plans to expand in new markets. Robust or really good research and development. Most companies, most of their money is spent in research and development. I mean, that's where companies find out what their audience is like. That's where companies find out, uh, you know, what's going to be the next big thing. Research and development. New products on the horizon, like Apple comes out with something new every quarter, it seems like, or at least every year. A new phone, uh, or a new operating system. You know, uh, and sensible acquisitions. All right. So companies that uh, maybe buy another company that makes sense. All right. So now that, with those four things, though, that's something you can be like, okay, that company uh, has strong future growth potential. So, that's just another thing that you can look at when trying to say, okay, that's a stock that I would like to maybe purchase. right? Okay. Step 3 in researching stocks is looking at trends. So in addition to recent successes and solid outlooks, you want to make sure that stocks you purchase have consistently performed well and improved year over year. For this, you need to look at the stock's performance trends. So when I first got into researching stocks and investing, you know, everything is real daunting, right? It's a lot of information. So one of the things that I really paid attention to were the stocks that had a line that went from left to right, like at a 45-degree angle, like a steady incline of making money. This was on the low end, and year over year, they kept going up, and that was one of the trends that I looked at, but it was a very important one for me, right? And uh, it it steered me to some very good stocks, uh, Microsoft, Walmart, uh, WM, which is waste management, uh, Amazon, some of the more expensive ones, but there was also, all the good companies. They had that line from left to right, 45-degree angle, steadily going up. That was what I looked at as a neophyte investor and said, this makes sense to me. I can invest in companies with at least a 5-year line looking like that. And then you look at other things, right? Because things change, right? So online stock trackers like Yahoo Finance and the Wall Street Journal offer extensive information on every stock out there. All you need is the company's ticker symbol, which is the abbreviated letters that the company stands for. And you can find a wealth of data, including the historical stock price, right? Like other key numbers to check out include the PE ratio, or price to earnings ratio, and the EPS, which is the earnings per share. And those are two that I look at also very closely. You want to look for a growing stock price, and EPS, earnings per share. You want that to rise, or a falling or steady PE ratio, right? If you have any questions about any of that, just put your questions in the comments. I'll answer them, or do more research on top of what I'm telling you to, figure out your philosophy and what makes you think that a stock is a good stock. All right. Other information sources that you could use is EDGAR, which is the Electronic Data Gathering, Analysis, and Retrieval. It's a comprehensive database created by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, that holds all corporate reports filed by public companies and complaints filed against those companies all the way back through '94. So you can check out EDGAR, and you can find out a lot of information, good and bad, on public companies. Value Line, which provides data rankings and insights in the thousands of stocks. The website offers decision-making tools to help investors choose among the stocks they're interested in. So you go to Value Line, and it has tools that you can say, all right, this is a good tool for me to choose this stock, or no, I'm going to use this tool to choose this stock. Or you can just go to NASDAQ, which offers up-to-the-minute and historical stock quotes and overall market performance statistics. Okay, the website provides a stock screening tool, so you can narrow down stocks that might fit into your portfolio, which is a good tool to have. All right, at least I think so. So I hope you got value out of what I just gave you, and some of what I use to research stocks. People use different criteria, financial, finally financial, Erik T. Jackson. We use past, present, or the past, future, and trends, right? So PE ratio, EPS. There are other things like definitely you want to research like ownership of companies, CEOs, maybe founders, and none of, again, with public companies, that stuff is not hard to find. Private companies more so, but private companies, we're just talking public companies right now. Okay. Uh, any questions? Put them in the chat. If you are getting value out of this, like this video, subscribe to this channel. There's a lot more videos coming. That's going to help out all investors, especially newer investors, but all investors, right? We'll get into other things like actual stocks and why I think a stock is a good stock, or maybe why it's not, right? I'm not a licensed investor or a licensed stockbroker or anything. So everything I do, it's based on my research, and just my opinions. Okay. But there is extensive research put into what I do. So, take that for what it's worth. I appreciate you guys listening. I'm Erik T. Jackson. And until next time, get money.